My name is Flores, and I make freestanding and wall-hanging sculpture work out of wood and glass. My work is extremely process-oriented. There are tons of steps that I follow, and that's really kind of the part of the work that I like. So for instance, some of my standing sculptures, they're 200 cubes, 200 plus cubes in these works. And so I really have to kind of break down the work into steps and do it all at once, and then go to the next step and do it all at once. And sometimes what that looks like is I'll be working on a couple of different pieces, and then I'll do one step, and then do the next step, and then the next step. But to me, it's all very linear, and I like that idea of just the process being part of the art too, because it is a way that I can meditate and just enjoy doing what I'm doing. So that's kind of the idea behind the process of the work. My work is my way to really relate my experiences to other people. It's very personal. It makes it very personal, but it's never unapproachable. I have dealt with deeper topics in my work, such as loss and addiction and philosophy, but mostly the things here are lighthearted retellings of the many little moments that make up my life. For instance, the birds on the wire pieces and the install that's here is a story of me walking from my garage to my house to my garage workshop. And in our backyard, we have this power line between two poles. And every time I would walk out, I would look up there and I would see the many birds, and it became like a little habit. And in the few steps I would go from my house to the garage, I'd take a look and see what birds were up there. And after some extensive research on Texas birds, I started to be able to identify them. I could tell the varieties of hawks and pigeons and grackles and cardinals and blue jays, and I just loved the variety and thinking about that little slice of my life. And I carried that into my work. So I think that in a way, I'm just sharing and cataloging these intimate little moments of my life that we all have, really, and bringing them out to show. And I think that makes the work really relatable and fun, because no one really thinks about the walk from your house to your park, or your house to your garage, or those little moments that you're sitting on a beach and having a fire, or looking at waves or something like that. And I'm cataloging these little moments, and it's a way that I can remember the little details of my life. I make art. I had my coming to art moment probably about 2 years ago when I made the tree. And it's a creatively titled the tree because it's a sculpture of a tree. I think I've gotten a little bit better at naming things now. But I made it, and I realized that I had to keep going. And it was the way that I was kind of cataloging my life and archiving things. And, that was a really turbulent period during the pandemic, and I never stopped. And now I continue to make work, and I continue to make work because of the wonderful little cliche that it's too hard not to. So I keep making it. I think my work is like a bridging of two sides of my brain. So in my professional career, or in my day job career, I'm an engineer, and then I spend all of my free time making art. And people say, oh, well, how do you switch from your left brain to your right brain? And I kind of subscribe to a one brain theory. Instead of having two sides of your brain is always working together in one brain. And my art is a kind of an exemplification of that. It's precise and sharp and clean, but also it's organic and interesting to look at, and using organic materials. So I think I'm just trying to push the one brain theory kind of more out to the public, and show that in my work.